Hello and welcome.
Hello, everyone.
Thank you,
Welcome
Will.
again to
Episode 163 or 163. Hearns live, baby.
That's right. Every Friday from Melbourne, Australia at 2 p.m.
Well, from here.
From here.
Yeah.
From the home of hobbies.
The only place for hobbies.
That too.
It's been an exciting week. We
It's
say
always
it every
exciting.
week, isn't it?
It is.
It's a day in the life of us. It's just excitement.
That's it.
From the minute I wake up to the moment I go to sleep.
Well, it was a big week last weekend as well, right?
Wasn't it? Last
Yeah.
weekend was huge. Last weekend I put on the Hearns Hobbies Junior Development Day.
Yes.
And that was hosted by our friends up there at the Bendigo On-Road Car Club.
Mm-hmm.
And that was part of their non-championship round club day. So they have club days a month.
Mm-hmm.
So we barged into one of their club days and we put on a junior development day.
We did indeed.
And that went really well.
How about, well, I'll just pop up that. Is this going to work?
It's not going to work.
There. That's what we were talking about last time.
That is exactly what we were talking about. So we had a bit of marketing about that, didn't we? We had a bit of lead up. We did socials. We created an event on Facebook, and we had a blast.
Indeed.
The kids had fun. Hopefully they learned something. A lot of the adults picked stuff up.
Mm-hmm.
And it was really enjoyable. We were blessed to have beautiful weather. It was a long day. It was a big day, but it was a great day nonetheless.
How about?
So what have we got?
We've got a bit of video, yeah?
I did make a little video of clips that I took.
Okay, let's do this. Let's put this on the screen. Okay, on the road trip.
That's on the way up, obviously. That's about 6 o'clock in the morning. About 2 hours away from Melbourne.
We're winding up. There you go. Sun is rising.
Cold, about 1 degree in the morning. It's pretty cold inland Victoria. Beautiful place, Bendigo. Arriving to the track. Drivers meeting.
All off. Any juniors up there?
Commonly referred to as the Yokodome.
Yokodome. There you go, there's the inside of the tent.
Yeah.
Whiteboard, that marked out.
Yeah, Baden.
Jeffy. Oh, Baden.
Baden, McDonald.
That looks very similar.
Baden.
Okay, everyone getting into the
Matty Jenkins.
coaching.
There we go, and it was absolutely wonderful. I think there's a group shot as well.
There is a group shot. Let me
Have we
find
got the
that.
group shot there?
I've got it here somewhere.
So while we find that, but yeah, that was a
Okay.
really good day. There we go, a bit of a group shot at the end of the day. There's some of the kids that took part of the program. So we had their normal race heat, and then we had 10 minutes blocked out in the middle of the round where we did things like put chalk racing line down on the track, breaking points. I had the whiteboard going in the tent, so we were discussing race strategy, starts, overtaking, as well as about
some Panda's magnetic cars there.
Panda's magnetic cars there came into full effect, and they were often used between races just for fun. They had more fun playing on the whiteboard with the cars.
Right.
But yeah, no, it was really good. We did a bit of tire sanding, a bit of car prep, a few little repairs, changed the spur gear and stuff. So yeah, I think the kids that were involved had a really good day. I had a great day, and I think it was really positive for the club and for the hobby. So
all the feedback that's come out of it has been really positive.
absolutely. So if they just walk away with one tidbit or one little bit, they don't necessarily have to go out and break their personal best or lap records. As long as they had fun, learned something, and help them get more enjoyment out of their RC racing.
That's good. I can see scope for more in the future.
Absolutely. Yeah. We'll have more teen days as well, testing days, junior days. Yeah, really, really good. Thank you for Bendigo for having us.
That was last Sunday.
Yep, that was last Sunday. Thank you for Bendigo for having us, and everybody else who the drive. So Maddie, Scott, Baden, who helped out. Jeffy Biggs in the pits.
Mhm.
You know, he was up and about all day. So it was really, really good. Thanks for having us, guys, and look forward to it again.
Yes, for sure. Should say hello to some of our viewers.
We just jumped straight into
We
it.
did.
There was people knocking at the window. I thought we were on another show then. It's like they were
Were they holding up signs?
not yet.
Not yet.
I thought we were
We're
going to see
waiting
the
for
cash cow.
Cash cow, the mad cash cow. All right, let's say hello to Craig Jones. Welcome
Craig.
again. Felicity's on again.
What was that? Felicity.
Felicity.
Yeah. Well, the star of the show is coming up.
That's right.
He's just about 10. He's about 5 minutes away, I think.
And Anthony's back.
Anthony, welcome back, Anthony. Haven't seen Anthony for quite a little bit.
We need to talk about this little fella.
Car of the week.
That's it. And it's little.
Well, depends.
So we need to know.
If I was 1 on 100 scale, I'd say that's quite big. If I,
You
No,
would, wouldn't you?
I would say
Yeah,
that's
but
quite
like,
big.
It's like
But because I'm this size, I think it's quite little.
it's all relative, isn't it?
I'm not related.
Aren't you? Well, we need to know the make,
Make,
the model,
Mm.
the
Colour?
year.
year, and
How much is it?
how much
Oh,
it
and the
weighs.
weight.
On its
Yeah,
little,
Windsor stand.
on its
this little
plinth.
plinth.
Can I call it a plinth?
You can call it a plinth. We don't use that word often enough.
We should bring it back into fashion.
Let's use it every show. We have to refer to plinth.
We
That's
need,
gonna be a
we
challenge.
need the whiteboard to write on words of the week.
There you go.
Plinth.
All right. So what else we going to talk about? Rumors?
Don't talk
Or
about
is that
rumours.
going to wait
Vicious
later?
rumours?
They're pretty vicious.
Are they?
I think a lot of people like them though.
Well, I think he's here.
Oh, is he?
I think we'll just.
All right. Let's go into.
I think we'll just get straight into trains.
Yeah. Why not?
Come on in, Finley.
Hey, hello, I'm back
Hey,
again.
Fin Dog, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing fantastically.
Yeah, that is good. We've got Miss Felicity online watching.
Oh.
She's cheering on from the sidelines.
Cheering on.
That's it.
What are we going to talk about today, Finley?
I thought we'd keep up with the theme and talk about a bit more TT stuff.
Yeah. Let's learn more.
We don't have. It's not something big,
Well,
but
it's one-
something important.
Well,
one in
TT
one.
is pretty small.
It's 1 in
Yeah.
120. scale.
No, good.
If I was a TT, that'd be big.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it could be massive. That's.
A giant's car.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Now, what are you loving most about TT? We've got some goodies.
Oh, we got
Oh,
some
what's
goodies.
All right.
We'll see our goodies.
What have we
Oh.
got?
So today we're going to talk about rolling stock and some very important pieces of kit.
Kit.
This is the wrong way around.
Hardware.
Yeah, hardware.
That's
All
all right.
right,
You
so
keep
what do you got
talking over there. I'm going to
So-
try and get this one open.
All right. How about I'll zoom in on it a bit.
Yep,
and
no worries.
We'll show you.
Oh, we're at the
everyone
top
from Yeah. Hang on. Let me just. If you can move that so I can actually see some writing there, that'll help.
How's your week been, Finn?
Oh, it's been amazing, obviously.
Yeah?
Fantastic.
Thank you for joining us today. It's always a pleasure having you in
There
the
we go. So
studio.
we've got this thing here.
So what
is
we
that? Is that a
this-
slide?
you could say that this is a re-railer. Now these are very important to especially for a scale as small as TT.
Mhm.
TT is obviously made for people who don't have the dexterity and such for N gauge,
Mm-hmm.
but that doesn't necessarily mean it's still going to be easy.
I resemble that remark.
You do, don't you? Fits you to a T.
TT.
So this sort of thing, so it's a slide that
Yeah.
has these two indents out here that go down and onto this.
Yep.
So how it works is we have a bit of track here that we can use.
Let me get in there, Finn.
Oh,
Can
yes.
I get in there?
Yeah, go ahead if you want.
Keep going. You keep talking.
So how we use it is that you can simply put it over the tracks.
Yeah.
So it comes the little slide. You slot it in between here, between the rails,
Yeah.
and then it just sits there. And you just put your wagons or locomotives on it. For wagons, you just let it go, and it'll just go and slide onto the tracks.
Wow, that's
Is
like
it-
magic.
Is it,
Yeah.
is it sound fitted?
we'll see. So you can see it's got a little. If we go to the front camera,
I can't
top
open
camera,
that bit
Yeah,
of
we're on the
track.
front camera. Yep.
So at the top camera, I mean, sorry.
Oh, top camera. Yes.
So as you can see, it's got this little hook here.
Yeah.
This little hook hooks onto the sleeper, so
Right.
it won't roll anywhere.
Don't mind me behind you there, Beach.
No,
As you can
I'm-
see-
I'm fully comfortable.
As you can see, as it's got this little circular section here,
Yes.
that means we got the layout. This will be useful.
Oh, there we go. All right.
So as you can see, get your re-railer, just slot it on line like that.
Yeah.
It sits on the tracks. Get your coach. and just sort of go
Or loco.
all locomotive and just sort of do it. You just sort of send it off. I got the wrong way around. What's
No,
happening?
no, that's correct. It's a bit hard because this has actually got all the ballast stuck in it.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's got
sort
the
of
ballast.
ballast.
Let's try it
Yeah,
over
yeah, yeah,
here.
yeah.
It's probably not long enough.
Probably not. We'll try it.
Yeah, do it the other way around. Let's shift this across here.
Let's do it here. That's better.
Yes,
That
yes.
fits better.
Is that
You see-
better?
Yep. So you see, you sort of slide it on,
Yep.
and that should.
And it aligns it perfectly on the rail.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh. Do you know how much trouble I had getting it on the track in the display cabinet?
Yeah, and so that's simple. You slide it on, and on it goes.
And
Can
that's
you see?
somebody without the dexterity of an N gauge.
You
Yeah.
could have just used the ramp, the rear railer.
The
Yeah.
re-railer.
You gonna try it again?
I want one of these. I thought it was for putting on shoes.
There you go.
I think my nan has one for putting on shoes.
Perfectly on the railway.
Can you
There you
use
go.
it to take it off? I
You-
just left
You just look at
Well,
That's fantastic.
TT.
That's going to change my world.
it's a very simple tool, isn't it?
Yeah,
It
it's
makes life
just.
so easy.
And
Yeah.
it's not for putting on shoes.
I mean, if you try hard enough.
Little shoes. 1 in 1/20th scale shoes.
So you see how it's got that little lip like you showed before.
Yeah.
So it fits perfectly in non-ballast track.
Yeah.
If it's ballast like the stuff that's on the end here,
You
all you have
do-
to do is just trim it down a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just dig out a little bit of the ballast because this is very little ballast on that.
Wow.
That's a fantastic little piece of kit.
That is a fantastic little thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something so simple and very effective.
I always,
I do love it so.
I say that's a fantastic little thing.
Mm.
Yep.
Next thing we'll talk about, just to get you waiting for this thing,
Yeah.
is this. This
Whoa.
is a feeder rail.
It's a what?
It's no.
Well, so if I'm hungry, I can have one of them.
A feet rail.
I mean, technically. So this little thing has this little switch here.
Yep.
And that's simple. You just plug in your controller onto it.
Let's go on overhead and have a look.
Yeah. So you simply plug your controller onto this.
Yep.
Push this down to hold it in place.
Yep.
And now your rails have got power.
Ah, that's really
Little
cool.
terminal plug.
Little
Yes.
terminal plug.
So this is made to be far easier than the usual way, which is you get for most people when they get into big layouts, they start putting soldering wires onto the rail joiners,
Ah,
doing it like that.
Mhm.
This is meant to be a far easier alternative.
Right.
Well, and they also will sell little huts that you put over this sort of thing.
Hut?
Yeah, so you can hide that. So,
Ah.
no, stop it. They have a little hut that goes over there.
yeah, so you can't see it anymore.
Oh, I'm done. I'm done. Shut up and take my money.
And
I'm in.
that's really good. So
Yeah.
for people who don't have very much soldering skills,
Right.
Yeah.
this is a fantastic alternative.
Mhm.
And the little hut means it doesn't even have to look that unrealistic either.
Right.
And the final thing I decided to talk about,
Yes.
go to the top cam so we have a good view.
Yeah, we are.
well,
Yes.
Oh, sorry, I keep saying the wrong camera. Oh no, this is good. What we have right here.
Yeah.
This is a British Railways Mark I coach. They were built between 1951 and 1966. And these coaches are very impressive as they were the first standard design in all of Britain. So
have a look at the detail on that.
Mm.
you can even see the little no smoking sign on the windows with my thumb.
Oh, those ones in the middle.
Yeah, so that shows.
That one
Hang
might
on,
be a
where
bit
you going?
close.
I'm trying to get
Hang
the
on, hang on,
camera.
Yeah, stay there. That's it.
No
There you go.
smoking signs on the window.
Yeah, legible as well.
Well, what year was that? I'm surprised you couldn't smoke in the train.
Certain compartments. So like these end ones here, you can smoke. It's just the one that says no smoking, you can't smoke. Otherwise, smokers puff away.
Puff and Billy.
So this one particular is in the British Railways maroon livery
Mhm.
that existed between 1956 and to the mid 70s.
All
There
the way
were-
to the 70s.
Well, it's sort of like similar to how some trains were painted still in the Connects livery when Metro took over. It's the idea that technically this livery was retired in 1966. It's just certain coaches managed to get away still being painted in the 70s
Mhm.
because they never got into a works and got the paint cans out.
Right.
So this one, the Mark Ones, before these were created, British Railways were simply using the coach designs of all the other railways, private railways that had been amalgamated to create it.
Mhm.
And that was fine for the time being, but it meant there was no standardization of parts. Every coach had to be made and maintained separately. So they created the Mark I to try and get all the best bits of all the other coaches into one coach.
Right.
It was also designed to be far more strong and safer. So older coaches were made with fully wooden frames. This was made with steel reinforced frames. The idea being that in a collision, it wouldn't just splinter, and that made it
We
far
don't like
safer.
splinters.
I don't like train crashes in general.
Yeah.
A couple
That's
of-
the first part.
There's a couple of these are still in service on charter trains in Britain, though they have mostly all been retired by now.
Yeah, right.
And this is our little test layout, isn't it? Underneath
Yeah.
your hands here.
Yep.
So, and this is part of the Hornby TT120 accessories, is it?
Yes, this is one of the coaches. So
Now, I
A set
noticed
of-
when I did an unboxing on one, they had names. What's the name on this one?
this doesn't have a name because it's not a Pullman. The Pullman coaches had names because they
Oh,
were
you
very.
You
Because
need,
we
to,
did one.
you need
Yeah.
to re-rail buddy.
Yeah, I do. I thought I could get away with it. Yeah,
Yeah.
so the Pullmans, they were of a much more richer experience. So, and as there were so much little coaches, they were all given names. This one was just part of the standard fleet. Like everyone took these to work, sort of thing. So they weren't given names. 3 of these come with the Easterner set we looked at last week.
Right. Okay.
The train carriage I
What-
catch
what are
home
those-
every
what are
night.
those
looks
nubbly
a-
things on
looks a
top
lot
of
like
the
that.
The lights.
Are these nubbly things the lights?
Yeah, they were. I believe they were still. This was while they were still These were electric based,
Yeah.
and so they had the generator,
Right.
and that would connect across. Actually, no, this wouldn't. There's no wires. No, this. I think this must be either oil or kerosene based. So they just light it up the thing up there, and that causes the light into the carriage. I think.
Right.
They had a look at the other carriages. They had lights in them, didn't they?
Yeah.
This one isn't a lit carriage.
No, it's not. This one's also what's known as a composite
So,
coach.
so little bumps here
Yeah.
are for
The lights.
before electric.
Yeah, more electric.
So
In
someone
modern
walks
trains, they
across
just
there and just like sets them all light.
yeah, when
like,
they was at the station, some guy would just climb up and
like dynamite, just light each one.
yeah, yeah.
Right. Okay.
That's why there's these little ladders at the end.
Right.
You can see right there. There's a ladder, specifically so someone could climb up, put to light the lights.
Okay.
Fully lit.
Yeah,
Fully lit.
this is also
I love
what's
it.
known as a composite coach. The last thing I'll say,
Come.
composite. So-
Composite.
Yeah, so as you can see, there's ones on this end of the coach,
Mark
but no
one composite.
composite. Sorry.
Composite
Composite.
corridor.
Yeah, so as you can see, there's ones on this side of the coach, but not on this side. As you go, this half of the coach is first class, and this half is not.
Cattle class.
Yeah, composite coaches were very common in Britain,
Right.
as they had multiple classes on one train coach.
Ah, okay. Composite.
So-
Yep.
So otherwise, there would be a fully third class or a fully first class.
Okay.
No second class.
They abolished second class in the early 18,
Ah.
18 in the late 1800s.
Not enough difference.
No,
Yeah.
no. Who'd want to go first class when you can just go second class?
Yeah. So these were developed. So composite were very important and were the majority of rolling stock, as it meant they could have both first class and third class on the same coach,
Right.
and that was usually a good mix.
Okay.
Fantastic. Well, that
Nice.
is a bit of Hornby TT, isn't it?
Yeah.
That is awesome. I do love the TT scale. I'm in love with it.
Well,
I-
it was a good comparison there as you're holding that up. You can see just how compact.
Compact.
Yes.
It's composite.
Compact composite coach.
It's got and the level of detail, like Finn said. I know that the camera's not catching it. It is absolutely beautiful.
All the detail.
But
Yeah,
I
and the
don't
finish.
feel like I'm breaking it by touching it.
It's a very solid design.
Mm.
There's
Right.
certain thick coaches you just hold it and you're like, this feels good.
Yeah.
As someone who's been in trains for a while and has had many different coaches, you can get a feel when something feels bad and something feels good,
Yes.
and that feels good.
Right.
It's usually that crumbling feel.
And the bits coming off it.
Yeah.
Scrunch it up like
Yeah.
paper.
I
No,
don't
none of
get
that.
on very well with Lego for that reason.
If I knocked over a tree.
I put 2 bits on and knocked 3 bits off doing it. Fantastic,
Right,
Finley.
good.
Well, thank you for showing us a bit of rail this week.
Let
No
go.
worries.
And this is our little truck that Dave's building up for us.
That's right.
Yes. I can't wait to see more progress on that. It's
Mm.
looking amazing so far.
Neither can I, so I can
Yeah.
take it home.
Good stuff.
Fantastic, Finley. Thank you for joining us this
No
week.
worries. Thank you for letting me have me on.
No
That,
worries at
that
all.
came out wrong.
We'll see you again next time.
Speak to you soon, buddy.
See you next time,
Thanks,
everyone.
Ben.
Whew.
TT, never ending, is it? We've got little
Ah,
bits of foliage and stuff left behind.
very bit. Love
it?
having Finn on. He's just such a beautiful spark, isn't he? And
He
he
is.
loves his train stuff. Such a wealth of knowledge.
Yes.
I'd just be like pointing at it, saying silly stuff. He actually
Yes.
knows his stuff.
Well, let's say hello to some more people.
Who we got
Dave
on?
White is on. Hello.
Dave White.
Sorian is on.
Surian.
Retro Rob.
Retro Rob's going to be excited.
How do you know he's going to be excited?
Well, because it's in his name.
Well, that's pretty obvious, right?
What?
So we will have something special that Retro Rob will probably appreciate you later.
Yeah.
When are we going to talk about that? Should we talk about this first?
We'll talk about this first,
All
and
right.
then we'll head on over.
We haven't got any takers yet.
No.
No.
I'll warm up the valves.
Yeah. So
I just had the valves replaced in
what, you too?
my scientific scales. Panda was just in. It's got valve issues.
He has. He has. Oh, there you
I
go.
like that.
All right.
Mm.
Yeah, third time. Average it out. Okay, so it's that.
Yeah,
All right.
we're pretty close.
All right, we've
We're,
averaged it out.
we're within 10%.
That's right. So we would need to know the make, model, color, year, and weight
And
of
the
this
weight.
model, including the
Plinth.
plinth.
Word of the week. Hearns word of the week.
That's it.
Don't talk about word of the week. Let's talk about news of the week.
News of the week.
News
Look at
of the
this.
week.
Retro Rob, put my name down.
Shut up and take my money. Yokomo have teased the world with something that we know that they've been working hard on for the past 4 years, and that is the re-release or the reinvention. I won't call it a re-release because it's probably going to be a fair bit different from the original.
Well, I think
Because re-release means they'll just make the old thing again.
yes.
But
What-
they
what would
are
you call
working.
it?
They're reinventing.
Okay,
They're
fair enough.
reinventing the Yokomo 870C, the Super Dogfighter. So, which is like what the third incarnation of the Dogfighter. So the 834, or 830, 834.
What was the Wonder Dog Fighter? Was that after the first one?
That was before. That was the 834, the chain one.
Yeah. So there was a chain one.
Yep.
And
Dog
then there was a
Fighter.
Super Dog Fighter?
Yeah. So 80, 83,
Right.
87.
Yes.
That's what the 870 stands for.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're harking back, and that
Well, there it is. So I've got the picture of the manual of the original car.
Yeah, and that
Right
was the
there.
first belt drive car that they made.
That's correct.
And that really was the underpinning of the four-wheel drive platform for the next 10 years.
It was groundbreaking.
It was at the time, and the
Yes.
touring cars as well. So we're really excited about this. They're starting with the 870.
The Super Dog Fighter was the first competition four-wheel drive car I ever bought, and I
Yep.
bought it from here.
And back in 1987, it was probably about $800
Hmm.
for the kit.
Oh, it was big
And that
bucks.
was big bucks. And it
Order on
wouldn't have even been complete.
No, so there's no motor. It's just a rolling chassis. It had a body. It had wheels. It didn't have tires.
I think it had crap shocks, didn't it, that people threw out?
They
and
did.
put
So they put
associated
associators
shocks.
on. Yes.
Yeah,
So
lots
they're
of
the ones that you
things-
see there.
lots of things weren't perfect initially. No, don't make as good as quality or quite a
No,
holistic
but
product as
it-
they did back then.
Yes, but it shows how good the overall design was
Yeah.
because from that basic transmission layout and components, they evolved it all the way through.
97.
That's right. And then, with a few mod bits,
Mod
and
bits
then
and
until
tweaks.
it started getting totally redesigned.
So the 870C. So that is huge. That is going to be huge for the Australia and the world. Just about anybody who races RC cars has got a time, I say. Even if you're not a purist or if you're not old like me,
What?
you know of the 870C. It was the car that they actually didn't win the Worlds. Masami beat them with a Cat in 1987.
That's right.
But he returned from England. I think it was England.
Yes.
And was
Ronji.
picked up by Yokomo,
Mhm.
and stayed with them throughout his career
Yes.
until we effectively stopped racing.
That's right.
So yeah, 87. That is fantastic. The 870C.
So I've got another picture just to whet everyone's appetites.
Oh,
So
don't-
here's,
yeah, don't
here's
know.
a picture of
That was the
the
instructions.
original box.
Yeah. How cool is that? That is so cool. Yokomo Super Dogfighter. I love the word dogfighter. No?
Look at the tires. Chunky spikes.
TR9s? I'm getting
So it
confused.
came with fiberglass chassis.
TR9s?
Those ones.
Yeah, Hot Laps.
They
Remember
are
Hot Laps?
Hot Laps was Yokomo's brand of tire.
TR9s, TR31s,
The 31s, the 32s, and the 33s, they were the low profile ones that were developed for the Worlds in
yeah,
89.
so that's TR9s, if I'm not
Probably.
mistaken.
Yep.
They're cool.
They are cool. So fiberglass chassis,
Yep.
but it had a right angle extrusion of carbon fiber for the spine. Didn't have a top plate.
No top plate.
No top plate. And the top plates started coming later on dogfighters. And transmission wise, it was a 4-drive with ball diffs. And you had the option of a front one way from the lay shaft.
Yep.
Or locked with a slipper to the front.
Yep.
Which was spring loaded.
Spring loaded slipper. Yep. So really, really cool technology for back then.
Magnesium bits too.
Magnesium
cast
motor mount.
That's right.
And
gearbox
bulkheads.
housings. Yes.
Really cool. And it was really cool back then. It was super lightweight.
Mm-hmm.
Really cheesy threads. Even
Yes.
my first, back in 93 or 94, my YR4M, which was second hand, but that was based loosely on that car, obviously. And that had the same thing with just about all
Really
strip
easy
threads.
to work on. Really easy to get to the gearboxes, the belts. Really fast car. It's good. Lots of good memories, and lots of good memories to a lot of people.
And this will be Yokomo's first ever re-release.
That's right.
So really
Super
exciting.
famous car.
And we have had confirmation from the factory that it is in fact true. And you can expect delivery, hopefully as projected now, for sort of second week of November to December is the projection at this stage.
End of this year.
But we will confirm as we go. So the Yokomo 870C 2023.
That's right. So what I'll do is I'll
Reinventing an absolute classic.
I'll pop the link
The
in
link.
the comments.
What? Your phone number to order them?
Yeah, my 1-800 number.
Yep.
There it is. And basically, you can't pre-order because
No.
we don't have a price yet. So it's got a dummy price for the moment, just so it's visible. But we do have a notify me button.
Yeah.
So when you hit that, just put in your email address, and as soon as they come in stock, it'll send you off a notification.
Yeah, absolutely. So hit the notify me now button, and then you will get updates as they come to hand.
Oh, I didn't like that. It says there's an error.
An error.
Wait a moment and try again. All right, so look out for that. I'll try again in about 10 minutes. All right, so that was the Super Dogfighter.
That
Exciting
is super
stuff.
exciting.
Yeah.
But if you can't get yourself a Super Dogfighter,
This is, what's this?
this is the current Super Dogfighter.
Yes.
If they made a Super Dogfighter today, this is it. This
Yep.
is Yokomo's latest and greatest. This is current. It's been out for 6 months now? This is the MO.
1.0.
MO stands for Master Off-Road 1.0. Now, you've seen me do an unboxing before. It's not brand new to stock, but yeah, that's the current generation car now. It's not belt drive. It is a center drive shaft.
Yes.
Shaft drive car with oil-filled differentials, not ball diffs. This car does come with a center diff, comes with a slipper, comes with 2 sets of sway bars, 2 sets of springs, 2 sets of pistons, all the alloy goodies. So this is a really cool top level, top spec kit. Exactly,
Super fast straight out of the box.
exactly
The
what
box
you would
setup.
expect from Yokomo.
And so it's got the setups for, what is it?
Dirt
Carpet?
and Astro.
Yeah.
Astro. Now that'd be a track I'd like to race at,
Mm.
wouldn't it?
I wish someone would make a track like that.
I know, right? I know. That's a MO. That's a Super Dogfighter.
MO.
That has been such exciting news. And it's only been out like the last 36 hours or so. So teaser pics from a Japanese magazine, confirmed from the factory. Watch this space.
That's it. Actually, all the links are up there now.
Are
So,
they?
yeah, just click on
Did
the
you,
link.
did you put it twice?
No, I didn't.
I do that.
I would
all the
normally
time.
do that.
I do
but
that all the time.
It's worked out pretty well.
You try and share something and it says you can't share it. So you share.
Yeah,
And
10
then-
times later.
You go back and look at your Facebook page later. You've shared the same thing. Like 3 minutes apart. What have we got? Car of the week.
No takers at all.
No takers.
No,
What?
everyone's too excited over the Super Dogfighter.
Nobody wants to know. No, nobody's interested in even how much it weighs.
Well, Felicity did say,
What did Felicity say?
so she sort of had to go.
She's an avid guesser.
Where is it?
Avid guesser.
Okay, so it's a very small and out of focus car that weighs less than an elephant. So it's pretty close. I mean,
It is. It
there's
is
a lot of
small.
good observations there.
It is probably out of focus. And I can confirm it does weigh less than a full scale elephant.
Even a little elephant.
Well, if it's a 1:120 TT elephant, it's probably about on par.
Oh, really?
The
Reckon
elephant-
Were these
the-
that well built, were they?
The 120 scale car to the 187th, the 120th elephant to the 187th car, it's about a 1-to-1 ratio.
It's getting way too complicated. It sounds like physics now. All right.
Woo! What do we got?
Where are we going to move to?
I don't know, Funky Town.
Funky Town?
I'm just so ecstatic about the Yokomo.
I've got some plastic. Oh, some plastic.
You can talk some plastic.
What we got here?
Oh,
All right, we've got some Bandai. What is that? That's Metagross.
Who?
I'm not very good with Pokemon, but Will was telling me that this is a magnetic Pokemon.
in the kit, it's not plastic.
No, it's plastic.
It's metallic plastic.
No, I don't think this is actually metallic, but I think
the character
is
in
magnetic.
the anime. This is from the Pokemon series.
Yes. Yes.
I do love a good Pikachu.
It looks a bit different to Pikachu.
Does it?
Yeah.
Looks
Like
like
a spidery looking thing, yeah?
looks
bit of a
angry.
crab.
Is he a baddie?
Looks angry.
Is
I
there
have no
baddies and
idea.
goodies?
How do you know who's a goodie?
I don't know, but you got to get.
Is Pikachu a goodie?
Isn't it? You got to catch them all.
Should I
Oh,
look?
look at his big red eyes. He's definitely angry. He's either been woken up, not had enough sleep, or really angry.
Oh, you know all about that.
Well,
What's the clear bits?
so you can see through them. What do you mean? What's the clear bits?
What's that for the eyes? There you go. You got the legs here.
Leg? What are you talking about? Legs?
It's got legs.
Oh,
It's got 4 legs. What are you talking about?
it's got 4 sprues.
Are we
I
looking at
love
the same
the.
thing?
I love the color.
You
got-
love that sort of blue, don't you?
Got pincers. Yeah, it's like a. I wouldn't say like an eggshell blue, but I do love Bandai and their kits. Just that their palette and the quality is phenomenal.
You're going to give you made some
This is
recently, haven't you?
obviously not meant to be a glossy finish
Hmm.
because it's like a metallic, isn't it? It's like a brushed aluminium effect on the
so
mold itself.
they've textured the mold.
It's absolutely phenomenal what they do.
Hmm.
And it's just obviously a fairly simple kit.
Yep.
This is right in my age bracket, 6+.
Yep.
That's about where I'm at.
I can vouch for that.
Oh yeah.
All right, so talking about that, we've got something else as well.
What?
Still on the Pokemon,
Pokemon
this is a twin kit set.
twin kit.
So this is Charizard. I don't know if I'm pronouncing this correctly.
Chorizo.
And Dragonite.
Chorizo and
You'd love your Chorizo,
and dragon
don't
fruit.
you?
Chorizo and dragon fruit.
I don't know if you're going to eat these. They might be spicy. What?
He's had some hot chorizo.
Oh, what? From the back end?
Mouth, mate.
Oh,
Jesus.
sorry. I'm looking at the wrong end.
Typical
I don't
BJ. Always looking at the wrong end.
There is no correct end. There is no wrong end. What do you
Oh,
mean?
hang
You're
on.
correct.
That's HR.
What do we got here? Oh, look at that.
Bat wings. What are we looking at?
All
Talk
right,
us
so
through
we've got
this one.
stickers here.
Oh, I like his legs.
Like the feet. It's got legs as
I
well,
just
right?
want, I just wanted to beat you. I
Are
wanted-
you mocking me? What's this bit?
the beak.
That's a tail, isn't it? Oh, it's got some transparent. See, it's got fire. There's a fire that's coming out of its mouth.
From the chorizo.
Must be spicy. There's a hit there.
Again, look at the colours. It's
3 color
Three
sprue right
colours.
there.
and this isn't one of their premium kits. Like this is just one that they knock out, and they just make it look effortless, don't they?
Well, again, this
To
is
get
for
that.
the youngins to get into it. So this is 6+ as well.
So that would be one
And
with
yeah.
no tools, no
tools.
nippers,
No glue.
no
No
nippers,
tools.
no
No
knife,
paint.
no knife, no sanding
No.
sticks.
All there.
Is it
Cool.
right up my alley? I did a little SD one. My
You love that,
did,
didn't
my
you?
daughter did another one. I should have bought it in
Well, Will started on an MGSD.
at lunch.
Yeah. It's building it. It's done the head.
At lunch.
Yep.
There you go.
All right.
What else we got?
Oh, we got guesses.
What?
Oh, Surian.
Are we going back to the
Actually,
car?
Yeah.
What's he saying?
This is Jeff, actually. He's a Ford.
Ford.
Is it a Ford?
It's definitely not a Ford.
It's not a Ford.
No.
Is it a Valiant?
It could be a Valiant.
It could be.
Let me
What
check.
do you mean?
Let me check for rust spots. It's definitely not a Ford. There's no rust on it. Yes, it's a Valiant. It
Is it?
is a Valiant. Can
All right.
confirm it is a Valiant. But what the model?
Final. Retro Rob said VG Valiant.
VG. Yes.
Is it?
Yes. It's a VG Valiant, but it's called something.
I wouldn't have picked that one.
What do you mean?
I have no idea about Valiant.
Neither
There
do
you
I.
go. So this is a
Neither
VG
do I,
Valiant. What
but-
else do you need?
I did read the box.
Did you?
So it's
Excellent.
VG Valiant.
Mhm.
I need to know the year,
Yes.
and it's called something. Like it
the
does have a model. Yeah.
The model has a name.
Yeah, the model has
And
a
what about
name.
the color?
Yeah, and the color would be
Yeah.
handy.
And then the weight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And the weight.
Yes.
What have we got?
I don't know. What do you got?
Do you know have a look in my bag?
Oh, let's have a look at your bag.
Do you want to have a look?
Yeah.
Are you
Is it a big
sure?
one or a small one?
It's a big one.
It's a big one. All right, let
But
me
it
zoom this thing
probably
out.
could have used a small one today, but
Oh, really?
I couldn't find one.
Oh, there you go. All right, let's get.
Let's have a
these.
look. Let's have a look what's
Hang
in my
on, let
bag.
me zoom in.
Whoop,
Is
there
that
you
in
go.
focus? I got no idea.
There we
No,
go.
Is that good?
This is me Rubik's Well bag. Biggins. What
Right.
have I got in there? Just have to look, make sure I got the right one.
Oh.
Otherwise, I could have my lunch in there.
Oh.
Have a look at this.
It'd be a big lunch if you had lunch in there.
So, I want to start with these. And these are something that I've spoken about before. And again, I utilized them last weekend. The
Yes.
9 steps. These go in the phaser and in some years.
Yes.
All the spec racing that we do.
Yeah.
And these are phenomenal. I had half the grid of the juniors running on them because they're a bit short on batteries.
Mhm.
And we were smashing them like 10 amps, and they charge up in like 10 minutes, and boom, off they go again.
Off they go. Mega
Yeah.
reliable, mega power.
And easy to handle
Hmm.
and safe.
Hmm.
And they fit in everything really nice. The wires are really good, really robust.
Yes.
Like if you've got kids and juniors handling batteries,
Hmm.
these are what you wanted to have.
Yes.
These are really cool. Like I said, I've sort of abused these outside of the normal scope to try and get them to play up, and they just won't.
Hmm.
They just keep coming back for more.
Very reliable.
Really, really good. I do always store them after I use them. I do always charge them at 10 amps, and we do often use them 2, 3, 4 times in a day.
Mm.
You know, really, really good. The 9 steps 4200 stick packs. They come with both Dean's and Tamiya
Tamiya's.
style connectors.
Yes.
So I use Dean's style connectors
Mhm.
because that's what the phaser comes with. And
Yes.
really, a battery this powerful,
Mm.
you really, and for competition, you really do want the Dean's.
Yeah.
You know, just
Well,
for
it's a more
charging,
reliable
just more
plug.
reliable.
Yes. Stronger plug overall.
The last thing you
It's more
want to
compact.
do is go halfway through a heat and melt a battery or something. You
Mm.
know, melt the battery, then you can't unplug it.
No.
So, yeah, really good. No dramas at all. What else have I got?
Oh, you got stuff for
Look
a
at
project.
this goodness.
Well, that sort of resembles this.
Does it? Can't figure out why.
I don't know. It looks similar.
Well, we're working on a project. You might have seen the big monster FS Racing Model GT.
Mm.
You don't know, you've seen it. We've had it on the show the last 2
Mhm.
weeks.
The thing that goes at 108 kilometers
Yeah,
an
you
hour.
should have seen it go around Bendigo last week. There's people cheering and hey, launched it up into the embankment,
Did you?
drifting around the whole top turn.
Right.
Went horribly wrong twice, but it bounced and bounced well. But
Well, it's
yes,
still together.
that is mud in the rear diffuser. But yeah, so we are going to be working on another body set for that car, working forward. So I messaged my mate Jeffrey of J Spec Stickers and Designs,
Hmm.
and he's the one that does all these awesome t-shirts and stuff too for us.
Yes.
All the racing, go fast, good looking gear.
Mhm.
Jeff at J Specs hooks us up, and we had some done. So you can guess the theme of the body on the next one. Rubik's World, our
Rubik's.
favorite gear bag brand. Got some 9 steps.
Yeah.
We got some 9 steps, and of course we got the rudimentary Hearns racing.
Racing.
How cool is that? So a big shout out to Jeff from J Spec. Yeah, if you want to be hooked up with some cool stickers, he's got that really easy platform to order, and he will get you looking really good.
World class.
And if you're a Hearns racing team driver, there's even a special discount code at checkout.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, our drivers get 10% off
Oh,
at
that's good
checkout.
special, isn't
If
it?
they didn't know, they probably all knew by now.
Hmm.
So that is really nice, really good address. So that's just a little tidbit. Next week on, I'll probably get the body. I could get it now.
Which one are you getting?
Do you want me to get it now?
Okay. Is it far away?
Because we're going to talk about another thing.
Okay.
Yeah?
Is it difficult to get?
Not really. You can bring up the photo if you want of the GT. Have you got the
Oh,
GT8
where's
there?
that? Did I have it here?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Definitely the GT8. I saw it. You flashed it up, not that one. There we go.
Oh, this one.
This one. Yep, that and a
This
couple
one.
after it.
This one.
There we go. So you have a quick chat about that.
Will do. Okay, so this is the selection of the 3 bodies which are coming out from Beauty Design. So the AR8, which is like the Audi R8, we have, and that's the one that Brady's getting now. The 765, we've got those already. The Hyper, have we got the Hyper GT8s as well here?
Yeah.
Oh, we do. So we've got all these 3 bodies available now.
No,
Oh.
I don't have the Audi one. The Audi one's coming. It's a brand new release.
Oh, I thought you said you're going to get it.
No,
All
no,
right, so we
this is 8 scale.
Oh,
These are the latest 8 scale releases.
I'm getting all confused.
No, 1/8 GT because the Worlds are coming up
That's right. So the world titles which are going to be at Moorbank.
at Moorbank in
Yes.
Sydney in November or
Yes.
late October.
Yes,
So BD Design have been feverishly working away and designing new high performance bodies.
that's right.
So the first one was the S65, which is orange in that picture.
Yes,
The second one was a Hyper 8,
yes,
which is the pink one.
yes.
And the latest release, the AR8 GT3, that is
This
that
one.
very one. How cool does that look?
It looks funky.
So they currently have that in 10 scale. That's
Yes.
what's on my phaser.
Yes.
The AR8
Yes.
GT3, but in 10 scale.
Yes.
And that is exactly what we are going to do up. So that is the 8 scale. So that will be here next fortnight.
Right. Not far
So-
away.
If you are racing or getting ready for 8 scale GT8,
Mhm.
electric or nitro,
Mhm.
you want to get yourselves excited about one of these.
Looks sleek, doesn't it?
Looks really sleek,
Mm.
sure to perform.
Sure. Wow. Well, there you go.
So that is really cool.
So in the meantime, what you got was this is the sim scale one.
This
which
is the
what I got
7.
confused
So,
one.
yeah, so this is an AR8 GT3
Yeah.
in 7th scale.
So huger.
Yeah, so the 7th scale wheelbase is 405 millimeters.
Right.
The GT8 wheelbase is 325. Same width, different length.
Right.
Because this is a speedrunner car.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's actually more scale, but
Mhm.
it's longer.
Longer.
So this is what we're going to
Film, isn't
do.
it?
I say we.
What do you mean we?
BJ is going to do
What?
a Rubik's World inspired.
Yeah. Am I?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I am.
Okay. And we're
Alright,
going
we
to
can
put
do that.
rockets on it and everything at
Yeah,
some
we can
point.
do that. We can do that.
And have a look at the stickers that come with it. Massive, because it's a massive body, of course.
Hmm.
AR8 GT3. And it comes, there's the wing on the back
Hmm.
and the hardware to mount it.
Yes.
So it is really cool and complete. But yeah, so that is going to go hand in hand with the stickers from J-Spec.
Yes.
We're going to do up a race body.
Beautiful.
Race body. Speed run. So, and I reckon we might even have to start working towards a special event. I'm not saying anything.
Oh, okay.
Did you say anything?
No one could hear me anyway. It was under my breath.
I'm even going, he doesn't know yet. I'm going to call the big dog out of retirement.
Big dog,
He doesn't know it yet.
doesn't he?
No. And
When-
if
when's he gonna find out?
TFG, well, it depends when he watches this.
Right.
TFG is going to find out. We'll, yeah. I smell a velodrome. Yep. That's it. Right. Car of the week.
We do have guesses.
That was awkward.
Was it?
Yep.
I didn't feel
A little
awkward
bit
at all. I thought that was a
shifty.
pretty smooth segue.
You're shifty.
All right. What is it?
How's that totem going, Surya? Hope it's going with the totem as in
I
speed
saw
controller.
him.
Wiring up a B3.
That's right.
I'm pretty sure that it's going to, well, I don't want to say it's catching fire, but I'm not saying that AE is probably, could be a Yokomo, but, you know, I'm sure it does go absolutely fine in the AE.
Now Dave is saying, is it a Regal?
It is a Regal.
It's a Regal.
Well, I call it a Regal.
A Regal?
A Regal. No, it is a Valiant VG Regal. Who's got the year? Someone got a year?
We do have a year.
Yep.
Dave's got 1970.
No.
Oh, it's not.
No, definitely
What?
not.
Oh,
I can
okay.
confirm it's definitely not a
Dave
1970.
does have a go at the colour though.
Hmm.
Deep chartreuse. I mean, I've drunk that stuff before and it really gets you.
Was it that color?
No.
That's awkward. Because
Because maybe it wasn't what I thought I was drinking.
that's right. You weren't just dehydrated at the time, were you?
Might have been.
What was the? No, that's not. Definitely not.
What do you mean?
That's not the color. Chartreuse is not the color.
No? Okay.
All right.
Fair enough.
So we know it's a VG Valiant VG Regal.
Yes.
We know it's not 1970,
Mhm.
and we know it's not chartreuse.
Mhm.
So we're close,
Hmm.
and we don't know how much it weighs.
No.
But
No. But
probably
at least
the
everyone's more
same.
interested in
It's
the
probably
type of car
the,
this
it's
time.
probably the same as a 1-to-1, 1/20th scale elephant. Close. Come on. What else you got?
Oh, okay. I've got other stuff here. Oh. I've got a rarity.
What makes it so rare?
They're out of production.
Are they? Yeah, they haven't made the Porsche. They haven't made that for quite a while.
So the Porsche itself's been out of production for a long time.
Yep.
And this particular kit is out of production too. This is one of
It looks
the.
vintage.
Well, you can look at it. It's got age.
Is it new? Is that the one that we found in Nan's attic
Yeah.
when we were cleaning out the closet the other day?
Mm. So this is a Fujimi Enthusiast model. So Enthusiast
Wow.
has got all the extra bits, got engine detail and such.
So what year is the actual model from?
Oh, this kit?
Yeah, the kit.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I think they would have still made these 1990 something.
1988.
There you go.
1988 original factory seal. Factory Hearns seal.
Well, it's Hearns sealed on the outside,
Oh, and
but it's got tape from that time back then. But beautiful kit. Very. If you love your Porsches, 356s, they're like the, I don't know, grandfather of the 911, I guess you call it.
grandfather.
No? Sort of?
Yeah, definitely. It's
related?
definitely. It's one of the most expensive Porsche you can get your hands on, the 356.
So we do occasionally see a 356 going around in the streets.
B or C, yeah.
What's the difference between a B and a C?
They changed the body. They did change the body. They made it smaller.
Right. So different to the A.
Yes.
And then the Spider, because the Spider looks similar, was that at the same time or before this? The James Dean thing.
That was no, that was along the same. They
Same
never.
time?
I don't think they ever made a Spider in an A, but I think the Bs and Cs both came in convertibles.
Because the Spider was actually different to this.
Yes.
Yes, the shape was all
Yeah, but I
Yeah,
think I had the same floor plan. Yeah.
right.
This is back when they were closely related, I suppose.
So James
to
Dean died in his Spider,
a
didn't
little
he?
bit more related to a Volkswagen than the Porsche we know today.
Right.
People will hate me saying that. But yeah, no, James Dean did. But they were cool. They were the first like lightweight
Mm.
proper sports car, I suppose.
Mm.
You know, 4-cylinder motor, air cooled.
Did
rear
they
mount.
carry much of their design philosophy from the Beetle? Because the Beetle has rear engine and stuff as well.
Well, yeah. I don't know like a parts listing, but yeah, the
But
concept
yeah,
was the same.
Yeah, it looks, doesn't it?
The concept was the same, but the Beetle was never designed to be a performance vehicle.
Right.
It was
No,
utilitarian.
no, that's right. It was used during the war.
That's right. This
Yeah.
was always designed to be like a two-seater
Sports.
sports car.
Mm,
yeah.
Nice. Part of the
Absolutely.
history. Very
And
important
history of Hearns.
Yes.
So it's been around, kicking around in the attic since 1988.
Oh, here you go.
And this is made from Shizuoka in Japan.
Yes.
You've been to
I
Shizuoka
have been. They have the big hobby fair there.
and noodles.
Yes. Featuring an engine transmission adopted from the VW Beetle. 356 was produced during 17 years from 48 to 65,
There you go.
evolving into the 356 to the 356A, the B and the C, with almost no modifications in its body styling. With the advent of Porsche 356, the world of lightweight sports cars saw a new kind of car. So exactly what you said.
Mm.
So
Lightweight sports cars. And I
So-
think they would like 100 miles an hour was a big thing back then.
100 mile.
But I don't think they had a lot of aero aid, so they would tend to fall off the road quite easily.
Right. I see.
As James Dean.
Well, yeah. No one knows exactly what I was doing. He was driving like pretty angry down
Why wouldn't you?
one of those. I don't know.
Why
Was it
wouldn't
like,
you? He probably didn't. He probably had permission to race though. I've
Mm.
heard that's a thing.
Mm.
I
There we
got
go.
to call Victoria Police. They
Something a bit
actually
different.
get a permission to race. I've heard that's a thing.
What shall we do now?
What should we do?
Oh, we've got some more colours going on.
Colours. Yeah.
Colours.
Come on, guys. Come on,
Yeah.
you guys. What do you got?
1969 Regal.
Oh yes,
it?
1969 Regal.
Oh, okay.
What's the colour?
Dave's come back with a colour.
Oh, Asturian.
Citron Gold.
Oh, Dave's nailed it this time.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
Oh, there we
Citron
go.
Gold. So we know, in fact, it is a Valiant, a VG, a Regal,
Yes.
69, Citron Gold. I'll give him a little bit. It's got a black vinyl roof.
I think we would have worked that one out.
I know, but it's in the description.
Oh,
Nobody's seen
oh,
that.
okay.
It's,
But we don't know. Nobody knows, except
weight.
for us two, the weight.
and that
And
could
I've
be
probably
wrong.
forgotten.
That could be. I know it, but it's probably wrong. What else have we got, Beach?
I've got something else here.
What?
This is brand spanking new.
Oh,
Well, it's not brand spanking new. Pretty close to brand spanking new. So AFV Club have
what is it?
released the Australian M113A1.
What does AFV stand for?
AFV Club. AFV stands for Armored Fighting Vehicle. So
That's an Australian model.
this armored vehicle is Australian.
Hmm.
They use these during Vietnam. And then you see how it's got a more modern color scheme to it. So
Mm.
after the Vietnam period, they changed the color scheme to a more modern one, and they kept using them for quite a while. So they were used for a long, long time. Can't remember what vehicle they got the turret off. I mean,
So they updated their aesthetics.
well, they
The-
upgunned it, upgunned this thing, right? So this
Made it a better killing machine.
well, it's a standard M113, which is an aluminium armored vehicle.
Aluminium.
Aluminium for lightweight.
It's fantastic.
So the idea was the lightweight vehicles, like the Sheridan tank, that was aluminium as well, so it could be easily flown in. But obviously, aluminium doesn't coat very well as armor, so it could
It's not ideal.
no. So for heavier weapons, it couldn't protect, but for small arms fire, it was fine. And M113s were used extensively in Vietnam by the Americans, of course, and then the Australians and other forces were using them as well. And Australians did modify their own. So we have talked about the other Australian M113, which has got the catalytic gauge turret on it, which had 50 cal or 30 cal machine guns on it. And then this is the next up armored version. So put a little turret on it and go Kavumski. But I was speaking to John Hunter. So John Hunter was telling me a story about these. He
Yes.
said they had quite a bit of power, but you can't actually turn the turret and fire it sideways because otherwise the
They'll
whole
tip
thing tips
over.
over. So in a way it's good. In another way it's not so good. But it looks pretty beefy. And this is a new release because with that previous one with the Cadillac gauge turrets on it, they actually upgraded a few of the sprue. And so those upgraded sprues are being incorporated into this. So this version has already been released by AV Club, but it's been updated.
Are you going to build one?
I don't know. I haven't even finished building the other one yet.
The Fiat.
No, the other M113.
Have you got one?
Yeah, you've seen it. I showed it when I was
I've
weathering
forgotten.
stuff last
I've
year.
forgotten it's been that old.
Yeah,
The pig tank's done, no?
it is.
Can't talk about that anymore.
No, that's right. See? So there.
Pig tank's done.
There. Oh, you always find something else anyway.
Let's go.
But very nice. Very nice.
What scale is it?
135th. Should I have a quick look inside?
Well, why not? I can't see it from out here. Is it a high-end premium kit? Like, is it?
I would say it's a level up from Tamiya in its complexity and surface detail.
It actually has Australian Army written on it.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
it was
cool.
only the Australian Army that's actually used this configuration.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one else uses it. All right, so there's the hull. So it's quite a compact vehicle.
Do they make tanks out of carbon fiber and Kevlar now?
They have, some time ago, they developed this stuff they called Chobham armor, which the British used.
Chobham Mama.
Chobham!
Chobham
That
Mama.
doesn't sound real crash on, right? But that's the
Sounds-
trade name for it.
Sounds like a cup of noodles.
Well, that was meant to be a composite armor. So it was meant to be sandwiches of, I don't know, it could have been Kevlar, carbon, steel. And that was to increase the survivability of the tank because weaponry is getting bigger and getting more sophisticated. So they needed some actual material rather than thickness to actually protect them. But these little suckers were just aluminium.
Like a tin can.
That's right.
Yeah.
A thick tin can. So these things could wade. You could drive these across river.
Really? They'd
Yeah,
float?
they'll float.
Really?
And so that's what the pontoon thing on the front is. That's actually a, I guess, what do they call it? A splash or a, so this bit here,
What?
this bit here would fold forward.
Yeah.
And when you're wading, it would stop the water from splashing across the top.
Oh, like a bow.
And then these rubber skirts here is to stop turbulence or something as the tracks are turning, as it's going through the water.
Really?
Yeah.
So it would seriously like,
Yeah, you could swim. Yeah, you'll swim with the dudes inside. So you had dudes sitting in the back.
that'd be scary.
It would
I,
be
I
scary.
wouldn't trust it the first
No,
time. No,
no.
don't put that sucker in water because
So-
you think it's just going to sink like a bloody stone.
Well, it looks like it, but it doesn't. And then the other version of this, which is the one with the Cadillac, the smaller machine gun turrets, the Aussies actually pulled off all the skirts because I think they found they were too easily damaged or something, and they probably didn't wade them that often, so they ripped those off.
Not in the desert.
No, they didn't use them in the desert.
Did it have a V8 mortar?
I don't know what motor it had in it actually. So here you've got a heap of lenses These are all for.
Does
These are actually for the Cadillac gauge turret. Which
Does it come with a molder?
why have they included that? Probably because you use the other clear bits. So that's part of the modern stuff. Whole heap of little jerry cans to put around.
When it runs out of fuel.
I guess so. Here's
Whoa.
parts of the turret.
What fuel did it run on? Diesel.
I think they had two versions. There was a petrol version and probably was it diesel. So it's got interior detail. You've got the working rear, what do you call that? Hatch.
Dog door.
Falls down. Where's the other bits of the
It's got spats.
spats?
Did that cover the tank wheels?
So these aren't actually used on this particular version.
Oh.
They were used on the American version. But you do use this big chunky one now.
Lots of wheels.
Lots of wheels. So it's got independent suspension on this thing.
I think it's really hard to look at on camera. I think we should.
Yeah. So you get the idea of how many bits there are. So full interior.
Where's it? Oh, at least you don't have to build the track.
No, the track's rubber.
Is it rubber?
Yeah. So
Oh,
if you wanted to make
a tank.
them individual, you can get individual tracks for this too. If you
Oh,
felt
really?
like it.
What's wrong with rubber tracks? Doesn't it sag right?
Oh, the sag, yeah, it's hard to get a nice looking sag. But if you've got those
Is it?
skirts on it, I don't think it really knows much anyway. Individual tracks will have sharper detail around the edges. There we go. The MRV.
Mrr.
Mer-
Right. Any weights
We do.
on the cars?
We do have weights. Where are the weights?
And it's time to stick a fork in it.
Dave says 135 grams.
Nope.
That's way too high.
Way too high.
Way too high.
Way too high.
Oh, so regarding the engine,
Yes.
Peter says it was a 53 series 2-stroke diesel.
Oh.
Really? 2-stroke?
Yeah. Common. 2-stroke diesels
Right. There we go.
with a blower.
What?
Supercharger.
Oh,
Roots blower.
what? Oh, weights.
I'm going to weigh the car.
We got another guess. 115 grams. Way too high.
Way too
When I
high.
say weigh, it's way too high.
I'm weighing it now.
Weighing it again?
Here you go.
You know,
You can jump on the overhead. It doesn't matter.
that's fine.
Well, nobody guessed it anyway.
Oh, didn't they? What do you mean?
Well, we're going to close off now. Boom. Can you
What
see
do we
it?
got?
31 grams. And that's with the plinth.
It was 33 when we measured it before.
Yeah, but temperature compensation. You know that 10%. I told you. I said that before. 10%.
Oh, they're still going with weights. Oh, well, it's up there now.
Sorry,
So
guys.
77. Sorry, that's too high.
It is 30 grams. It is a Valiant BG Regal. And
There you go.
that's-
Peter Luke's come back with the Armament 76mm gun with a crew of 3. 76mm, that's pretty decent for a little tackle like that. Isn't it?
I don't know. I don't have any context. I'm not really a tank aficionado. But 3 people in there, that'd be decent. Like I thought you said you're going to be 8 in there, and I was going to say that'd be pretty squeezy.
Well, I think
How many does it take to
the
run a tank? 3.
M113, the M113 had a basic crew of
3.
2, I thought, because this would need the gunner, because you got the commander and then the driver, and then there'll be a gunner.
Gunner.
Because in a standard M113, the commander was also the gunner because he was
I
operating
used
the
to
machine
call my
gun.
granddad Gunner
Did you?
Yeah.
Why is that?
because he's going to do this and going to do that. And he did stuff all.
Oh, there you
But
go.
he was always going to do something.
Right.
Here you go. 187th, the car of the week. 187th Road Rager Series.
31 grams.
Hey?
Hmm.
1 and
How tiny, I think.
187th. So that's a HO scale. You're going to have a closer look.
Let's have a closer look. Hang on, let me get the camera.
So it's not an overly expensive model, but they're really, really popular for those doing Australian layouts, aren't they? Australiana.
Triana.
Look at it. Look at the little detail they get on there. It still baffles me how they get such good detail.
It's pretty decent.
That is a VG Valiant. Even the fleck in the paint, like it's scale. I
Yeah, it's not super chunky, is it?
really hate it when people repaint models, 18 scale particular, and they don't use scale fleck in the metallic paint.
Why are you looking at me?
It just gets my goat up.
Does it?
Yeah, it gets my goat up.
You're going to see it in the flesh soon.
My goat's up.
Oh, that's a pretty tall goat you got there. Well, look at even the writing on the bonnet.
It is really cool. Big fan.
Big fan. Why?
Yep.
You're hot.
Road rages.
All right, there we go.
There we go. Beautiful.
I think that's a wrap, is
I'm
it?
going to stick a fork in it. I'm going to whip everybody into a frenzy with the Super Dog Fighter.
That's
We
it.
had Big Finn on and we talked to Bendigo. How cool was that? Oh, and what's happening in a couple weeks' time? We are sending our team.
Oh, that's right.
We are sending our team up to Bundy
Bundy.
for the Speedy RC.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, the
That's
Speedy
right.
RC
Let's
110th
play this.
Queensland state
All right,
titles.
get set.
There's Brett, there's Terry. No. Cornell and Johnny and Simo. How good is that? That was just a little something I put together for social media.
Mhm.
Yeah, so they are heading up there. So entries, I believe, are still open.
So 2 weeks away, is it?
2 weeks away.
Mhm.
No, 4 weeks away.
Oh,
So
4 weeks.
11th of when we're at the train show, I think it is 11th of August. So it's quite some time off. But I'm just telling people to get organised. It's up in Queensland, up at Bundaberg. And I was thinking of, I don't know, we had somebody send their photo in. Somebody sent their photo in to us, didn't they?
They did.
Saying,
I got no idea who it was.
Saying, can we please be on your race team?
Right.
No, not that one.
Yeah, hang on.
Although that's he will be racing that. You know, there we go.
Who is this?
This guy. That's right. This guy here sent his photo in and said, can I please join the race team? And I said, well, you're race team number 1. So, old Joe, old Master Joe, you're in, buddy.
Now, what are we looking at here?
This is an original photo of my father from 1981 and him playing with it. He doesn't know about this photo. Him playing on the beach with his sand scorcher. And he bought that from a competitor hobby shop that doesn't longer, they couldn't stand the test of time.
No.
Could they?
They couldn't.
But somebody I know used to work there for a long time.
Yeah, could have been me.
But that folded.
What, working there and also in the shop? That's right.
So, yeah, so 1981, my dad bought that and played with that on the beach, and he's been into RC since.
Look at it.
And he will be up in Bundaberg, and not so much not representing us, but he'll be up there having fun.
Yeah, he loves it.
He loves it. He
He
loves
loves
his
it,
RC.
sure.
So, old Joe, there you go. There's your pick, mate. You can take that one away.
That's
so,
it.
to all the Hearns racing team, and for even the ring-ins, really good look up there. Right, really good luck up there. Get behind it, and if you can wing a holiday or some time off, get up there for that race. Join the Hearns racing crew up there, and yeah,
It'll be good fun.
yeah,
Nice weather.
Hopefully,
Well,
I don't
even-
put the
even
moz
though
on it.
winter.
I don't want to put the moz on it, but yeah, well, every time I call him, it's bloody nice weather. You know,
Oh, is it?
nice all the time.
There you go.
So yeah, it's a Bundy crew.
Yep.
I've got Penrith next weekend. I
Mhm.
think the Hearns racing team's testing this weekend.
Mhm.
Got our local the HB GT's coming out of retirement.
Mhm.
The 8-scale GT.
Yes.
So Steve Cornell is going to put that through its paces,
Mhm.
both in Penrith and up there at Bundy,
Mhm.
which is going to be really cool. I'm looking forward to get him the new AR8 GT3 body for that.
Which will come shortly.
Yep. Got a clubby this weekend on at Keilor.
Mhm.
So it is a 1/10 off-road clubby over there. And yeah, so the sweep orbits will be getting thrashed again. People queuing up for those. Really, really good.
Good time.
And yeah, that's about all the news and gossip I've got.
Well, you mentioned the train show, so we'll be heading off to have a look at the train show too. The huge train show.
I'm
gonna
just
be-
excited to catch a red rattler.
Yeah, so during that weekend, what was the weekend again? That was the
5th and 6th, maybe.
5th and 6th of August. Okay, so
Yep.
it's a Saturday and a Sunday. So on the Sunday, if you want to come into Melbourne and go to the train show, you can book the Red Rattler from Steam Rail Victoria. So they'll be doing shuttle runs from Flinders Street Station to the showgrounds and back.
And also we do some loose Hearns live with the phone from the train show.
Only loose, like hanging off a string.
Yeah, this like here we are at the train show.
Right.
Yeah, you can be showing us trains and I'll be pointing your phone at you.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's fair.
We'll beam it live.
All right. We can do that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
Yeah. Well, that's the biggest show in Melbourne for trains.
And we've got to get Finn with us.
Yes.
Otherwise, I feel like they bully me.
Bully you.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
phone,
yeah, yeah.
the phoneys.
We're going to give you some
I
support.
need to take somebody with some.
They'll probably bully me too.
Will they? We'll take Finn. Hopefully, Finn can come with us and join us, and he'll actually be able to tell us what we're looking at.
That's right. So keep an eye out on that. And if you want to get the shuttle run Red Rattlers, you'll need to book those online
That
from
show,
Steam Rail
did
Victoria.
they used to be at Sandown?
Used to be at Caulfield.
Caulfield.
Yeah.
But it
so-
outgrew that. It's massive.
Well, it used to be at Caulfield, so I don't know what's happened at Caulfield this time
It's
around.
outgrown at BJ.
There's a separate show which they hold earlier in the year, which they call the Hobby Show, and that's the one that's at Sandown.
Yep.
Usually January, I think. So that'll be next year round. So radio control, trains, everything.
Fantastic. I can't wait. Looking forward to it.
All right.
Well,
There
that
we
is
go.
us signing out. That is episode 163. Check out our YouTube and socials throughout the week for all the latest goss and news.
Absolutely.
Got some cool content.
Mm.
Got some big deliveries expected in the next week.
Yes,
Watch this space.
absolutely. So next week, we're going to have another exciting episode.
Every week's exciting as far as
It
I'm
is.
concerned.
Look at our faces. I'm excited.
Thanks,
so we'll
Paige.
see you next time around.
Thanks,
for joining
guys.
us. Bye-bye.
See you next week.